Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I am back again, you guys, with another video. So, I do have a special announcement. So, my new audio course just came out today. So, it's released. I'm super excited, you guys. It is called The Pathway to Healing Emotionally After Narcissistic Abuse. But I will be talking more about that towards the end of the video. But before we get into that, I do want to share some advice and some tips for you guys on how to recognize when you could be being emotionally abused by someone. Okay. Now, emotional abuse is not so easy to detect because, it's about your emotions and it's about, how a person makes you feel and your reaction and things like that. It's mental, it's psychological. And it could make you have all kinds of feelings and emotions that you just want to be mindful of. Okay. So I'm going to share with you guys 8 signs and definitely take notes. Whatever you got to do, just tune in. And yeah, I'm excited, you guys. But I will say that emotional abuse is not something that, you can get over overnight. It's something, it does take time. It takes diligency on you guys' behalf and a willingness to understand your emotions and how, the narcissist understands emotions in human beings as well. All right. So let's get into it. All right. So the first sign that you could be potentially emotionally abused is if this person blames you for everything. And I know I mentioned this, I made a whole video about this, about being emotionally abused or how the narcissist can blame you for everything, right? So that's usually what a narcissist does. They don't take accountability for their actions. They're just not responsible for anything in a relationship unless it's something good that can potentially benefit them or if it looks good to others. And thank you guys for that. I appreciate that. But yes, the narcissist, they will definitely blame you for everything. There's no accountability. It's your fault. You ruined it for them. So yeah, they don't take responsibility because in their eyes, thank you for that other you guys. They're perfect in their delusional, crazy mind that they have, right? All right. So the second sign of emotional abuse could be is this person could be refusing to communicate with you. Now, in a normal, healthy relationship, a person will have communication of some sort. You're letting this person know how you feel. They're letting you know how they feel. You guys have a sense of, have a sense of understanding and you have common ground. Now, let's say if you got into an argument and, the narcissist is not talking to you and, blocking you out or ghosting you or something like that. They don't want to communicate, or let's say they don't want to answer their phone. They don't answer any text messages, you know what I mean? And they just kind of go ghost. This could be a sign that this person is emotionally abusing you, because if there's something going on in the relationship or, you need to communicate with them or vice versa, you need to say something, right? But with a person that's a narcissist, or it could be a sociopath, a borderline. And I do want to talk more about borderlines. I know I kind of stopped sharing a lot about borderlines, but I actually dealt with one for 4 months and I had an interesting experience, to say the least. But yes, borderlines, they are similar to narcissists as well, but definitely they're toxic, But anyway, yes. So again, if a person is refusing to communicate to you, not saying just circumstances like, maybe something is going on in their life and they can't communicate. Maybe that this person may not be able to communicate, but they still reach out to you via Facebook or social media in some way. But like with the narcissist, they literally go out of their way to stop communicating with you, to have no contact, and they're doing it for their own selfish reasons, right? All right. And please feel free, you guys, to share with me or share on the comment section your experiences and how maybe you didn't know you was being abused emotionally, or how you have been abused emotionally and how that has impacted you guys. So I'm curious to know what you guys' experiences were. So yeah, the next thing is that this person could ignore you often, kind of similar to the whole no communication. This person will ignore you, and again, it's for many reasons. It could be because this person is trying to control you, or they're trying to manipulate a situation, or they're trying to get you to comply with what it is that they want you to do. So they may ignore you in hopes that you'll come back around and you'll be like, okay, I want to do it. So let's say the narcissist is trying to get you to do something where you feel uncomfortable. Let's say, I mean, this is like super general, but like, maybe the narcissist is like, hey, let's move, and you don't want to move. Maybe you're comfortable in the area where you're at, you're around family and friends, and the narcissist is just wanting you to move. So what a lot of them will do is they won't talk to you. They'll give you the silent treatment, and they make it uncomfortable where you're just like, okay, did I do something wrong? Should I just go ahead and move because the narcissist wants me to do this? You know what I mean? So that's how they can use that to their benefit, where they manipulate the situation. All right. The other thing is, and I actually had this experience with my aunt that was a narcissist. I lived with her for 5 years, and the next sign is that you could be being emotionally abused is if the person is hypercritical of you. So my aunt was this. She was, and the crazy part about it, I have no idea why she was so hypercritical of me. I mean, now I look back, I realize that she was a narcissist. And the other thing was, I'm thinking like she was jealous of me, but I'm just like, why would you be jealous of me? At the time, I was 17 years old. I was still trying to figure my life out. Even now, I'm still, but thank goodness I feel like, what I'm doing now is definitely what I'm meant to do. But previously, I'm 31 now, but before I was 21, and I didn't know what I had going on. And sometimes I don't really share this with my subscribers, but I just kind of let you guys know some things about me. But when I was 17 years old, my brother, he actually passed. Well, actually, he got killed, unfortunately. God rest his soul. So that was one of the reasons why I actually ended up moving with my aunt. And my aunt knew this. She actually was present at my brother's funeral. So she knew what I had gone through, but she just did not care about any of that. Narcissists, they don't care. They have no emotions, no empathy. It doesn't matter what you've gone through. They could know a lot about you, and it's still all about them. They're super selfish. But anyway, so going back to them being hypercritical of you, just everything, things that you have going on in your life. And let's say your parent was a narcissist. So your parent could be critical of you, saying like, oh, well, you should do this with your life. You should do that. And you should go to this school. You should be a doctor. You should be a lawyer. And those professions are great. But some people don't want to do that. Some people want to be artists. Some people want to be writers or drawlers or whatever. Some people want to be world travelers. Like some people don't want to fit into the status quo, So what the narcissist does is they make you feel guilty. They make you feel bad for wanting to be yourself, so they're going to overly criticize you. You know what I mean? And I remember too, like she would criticize me for like how I wore my hair. The friends that I have, she was so critical of that, and where I was living, just every little thing, the foods that I ate, like just hypercritical. It's crazy. So that again could be a sign that you're dealing with a narcissist, because it's like at the end of the day, I know that you were my caretaker at the time, but I mean, I have my own life to live, and how I live my life, it may be different, but it doesn't mean that it's bad. You guys get what I'm saying? I hope I'm making sense. But yeah, you guys. And again, let me know if you guys ever had that experience, with your narc or anything like that. So the next thing is that could be a sign of emotional abuse is that you could feel that anything that you do is never good enough. Now, the narcissists, they're really, really good with doing this because their whole thing is they want to make you feel low. They want to make you feel like, oh, like she doesn't have nothing to offer. Who does she think she is? Like, like try to break your confidence, try to break your self-esteem, try to make you feel worthless, try to make you feel low about yourself. And it's like, you don't even deserve that. And you know what I mean? And the crazy part is sometimes they will do this to those that And not all of us are like this, but sometimes the narcissist will target people that are a little bit more on the introverted side, a little bit more quiet, the ones that don't speak unless spoken to. So they'll target them. And then they'll also target the ones that are super confident, very outgoing, very extroverted, very just out there, a boss, just like, I'm the ish, you know what I mean? So they'll target those kind of people as well. But still in both situations and circumstances, they always see it that that person never feels good enough. And that's their whole thing. That's emotional abuse, because you should never have to feel like you got to do things to please your partner, or, you don't feel accepted, or you don't even feel worthy enough, or you don't feel good enough. It's like, they should accept you for who you are. Like, you know what I mean? You're not going in to make anyone happy. You're coming together, and you guys should already be whole, and you're just sharing your life, sharing your story and your experience with each other. But you're not getting something from that person or trying to do things to please them, if that makes sense, right? So yeah, that again could be a sign of emotional abuse. All right. So the next thing is if this person makes fun of you or if they belittle you. Now, you guys, some people can do this and they're not necessarily a narcissist, because you have, like when we were growing up, we had, kids that maybe made fun of us, whether it was middle school, elementary school, high school. I'm not saying that they're a narcissist, but you have it where there will be, whether they're young adults, they're grown folks, and they're making fun of you, and they're embarrassing you and making you feel bad and low about yourself. And they're belittling you. And it's like, it's probably more than likely making you feel uncomfortable. You should not have to deal with that, right? But they do this, because because they can, just to make themselves feel better. Because again, you guys know narcissists, they don't even like themselves. They don't even love who they are. Hence is why they treat us this way. But they're doing this to make themselves feel better. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're already in misery itself. So like, if they could bring you down, make fun of you, make you feel like shit, excuse my language, then they feel accomplished. They feel happy. They're like, okay, yeah, I can make this person feel just like how I feel. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what they're all about. All right, so be mindful of that. The next thing is that this person, oh my God, and I'm like reading my own handwriting, because like I said, I like to make sure I don't forget anything. But this person will invalidate your feelings and your reality. You guys, that's why I say this is so important, that if the narcissist doesn't give you any closure, there's no contact, there's silent treatment, and the narcissist just falls off the face of the earth, that you talk to someone that has been through what you've gone through. So like, if you've gone through narcissistic abuse and you talk to someone, just like, it could be like a regular counselor, or it may be a therapist, but they don't know anything about narcissistic abuse, it's not going to help you, because it doesn't validate what you've gone through. So you always still feel that sense of like, I can't get this. I can't move on. I can't let this go. Like, why do I feel so unhappy? Why do I feel depressed? Like, what is it? It's because you have to have your experience and your feelings validated by someone that has gone through what you've gone through. Does that make sense, you guys? But yeah, so and the other thing, again, they don't want to validate your reality. Like, and that's what the whole gaslighting comes into par, because when they gaslight you, they're trying to make you question your own judgment. They're trying to make you question your own reality, so that when it comes to leaving them, or when you should be thinking about leaving them, because when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, they're abusing you. And we don't see that, or we're not open-minded to it, because for one, we're in love with them. We're in love with their illusion, and we've gotten so used to them love bombing us in the beginning that we totally forget like what's happening until it really starts to affect you. And you're like, okay, so why am I not growing? Why am I feeling hurt? Why am I crying every night? And why is everybody else around, like my other friends and family, why are they happy? Why are they moving forward in life? And why am I not? It's because you're with the narcissist. You guys get what I'm saying? Or you're with the borderline or the sociopath, right? So keep that in mind. All right. And last but not least is that another sign that you could be being emotionally abused is if whoever that you're dealing with, let's say if you mention that you're not really happy, you want to move on, and you don't think it's working out, this person could threaten to hurt themselves. Then this person could be emotionally abusing you because, all right, if you're not happy, 9 times out of 10, they're not happy. And the fact that they're trying to keep you in the relationship is not a good thing because they know that it needs to be changed. Either they need to change or you need to change. And the fact that they're trying to keep you there by saying that they're going to hurt themselves, that's definitely emotionally abusive. So, if you recognize any of these signs, in the relationship that you're in now, you might want to think twice about it and start to think about, other options or what you can do to recover from this or heal from this. All right. So I do hope that this information was helpful to you guys. Please let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys thought about this. All right. And so, you guys, last but not least, I'm super excited to announce my new audio course. It's called The Pathway to Emotional Healing After Narcissistic Abuse. The reason why I wanted to come out with this was because I actually did a post on my community board and I was like, well, what do you guys want to learn about narcissistic abuse? Because you guys know this whole channel is all about inspiring and motivating you guys to live your best life, especially after narcissistic abuse. Because when you go through a traumatic experience such as like narc abuse, it's like it could change you for life, right? Like it could change you in a good way or it could change you in a bad way. And how you deal with it, it's really up to you. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we all have our own free will. And, how are you going to live your life? Are you going to let this experience define you? Are you going to let it be like your end all be all? Or are you going to say, okay, I'm going to learn from this experience. I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to find out why I attracted this person and I'm going to work on myself and I'm going to move on and I'm going to be happy and find someone that could really, truly love me. And I'm going to feel at peace from within because I realized maybe there is something inside of me that made me stay for so long or why maybe I keep attracting this kind of person. Maybe there's a lesson that I need to learn. But anyways, I understand that your emotions it's important. It's key to everything. Like how you react to situations, people, places, and things. It's crucial to your well-being. Being able to be in control of yourself emotionally. Like, I think that is just like amazing. Like, you know what I mean? To not have any reactions from like previous experiences or just like if a thought comes in your mind about maybe somebody betraying you, like you don't even react. You're just like, okay, like, yeah, it happened, but I learned from it and now I'm just moving on. You know what I mean? Like you don't get sad or you don't feel bitter about it or you don't feel depressed or just feel worthless, where you could just be at peace. Like, cause we all have thoughts. We're going to think all day, regardless whether we want to or not. That's just how our mind is, but the fact that you can, be in control of your emotions and accept it but then say, okay, I'm moving on, I think that's amazing. So like I said, the pathway to healing emotionally after narcissistic abuse, some of the things that I talk about in my audio course, which I'm super excited. So basically, and the things that you will learn is how to understand a past experience and how to resolve it fully. All right. And that is a big thing, understanding past experiences and being able to resolve it. Like I said, be at peace with yourself, be at peace with that person, and then just go ahead and move on. That's the whole point, is not letting a past experience control us, right? We don't want the past to control us because you're letting that person win. You're letting that situation win. Like, do you really want to live like that? Like, I mean, life is too short, with everything going on. We deserve to be happy. We deserve to move on and forget about it. Like it was the thing of the past, right? All right. And the next thing that you're going to learn in this audio course is, how to not to have any emotional responses, which, that's a great thing, to be in control of yourself. I know the thing about narcissists is they want to control other people, but being able to control you, to master yourself, do you know how great that is? Like, that's like, yeah, that's amazing. I really truly think that is like a great skill to have, to be able to master yourself. And you guys let me know what you think as well. All right, the next thing is, and I actually think that meditation is good for this as well. But what I talk about in my audio course is, controlling your thoughts, controlling your feelings, controlling your emotions in regards to a past traumatic experience like narcissistic abuse, right? And then also what I talk about in my audio course is how to embrace the present moment, which is, it's literally, you would feel like a weight drop off of your shoulders. Like the present moment, it's like you can't be sad or depressed, or you can't have anxiety about the future if you're just in this moment. If you're just thinking about right here, right now, then you're at peace. And it's nothing like it. There is nothing like it. I definitely have to say that. But yeah, so what I talk about in my audio course is how to embrace the present moment and work towards living a happy and emotionally fulfilling life. And that's priceless, honestly, you guys. That is super priceless. And like I said, I can't wait for you guys to listen to it. And all of this, you guys, will only be $17, which I think is super affordable. It's so much value. I talk about my personal experience of what I've gone through dealing with narcissistic abuse. And I've been dealing with narcissistic abuse since 2010. And that's quite a while, right? And since 2016, I've been helping people overcome it. And it's truly a blessing. I always ask God, like, why did I go through this? And I remember crying. Like, I think, what year was this? I think this was in 2015? I think it was 2015. I remember crying. I was like, God, like, why did I go through this? Like, why did I get hurt so bad by the people that I really loved, the people that I really cared about? Like, why did I have to go through that of all people, right? And I realized it was for me to help others overcome a situation, or to let others know that, they can move on. Like, they don't have to stay in a unhealthy or a toxic relationship that doesn't fulfill them. You know what I mean? That there's hope at the end of the tunnel, that this is not going to last forever. That's what I realized about the situation. So I guess they say my pain didn't go in vain. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Like I said, definitely go ahead and purchase it. The Pathway to Emotional Healing After Narcissistic Abuse. So once you guys do purchase it, I'll get that notification and I'll send you that link. And then it is about 45 minutes long. So definitely take your notes, you guys. It's a lot of value, a lot of personal experience, a lot of life-changing knowledge. It changed my life, and like I said, I'm forever grateful. And hopefully it could change yours as well. So, and also, if you guys found this video of interest, check out how to overcome narcissistic abuse. I actually have a video with that link below. And also letting go of the narcissist. That's actually a free download. That was a previous audio that I did. And then also, if you want to hear more about 5 common mistakes that we make when we recover from narcissistic abuse, when we're trying to, that link is below. Things to just be on the lookout for, because sometimes we do run into pitfalls when we're trying to recover after dealing with the narcissist. So definitely check out that video. But like I said, you guys, hopefully this was helpful and insightful, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one in regards to overcoming narcissistic abuse or learning more about it, my products and services are in the description box as well. I hope you guys have a great evening. Take care. And don't forget, get that new audio course that just came out today, The Pathway to Healing Emotionally After Narcissistic Abuse. You guys will love it. All right, you guys take care, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Have a good one.